I'm David.
And I'm Thackeray.
And welcome to This Old Saab.
If you own a new generation Saab 9.3, unfortunately, chances are good that when you press this button here, your glove box door does not do this. Instead, it probably falls all the way down and dumps everything out onto the floor of the car. And that's because GM used notoriously cheap plastics for the brackets here. But fortunately, this is very easy to fix. I repaired mine years ago with a reinforced 3D printed bracket design. And by the end of this video, you're going to have all the information you need to get these brackets printed up for yourself and to repair your glove box door for good. Now, to do this repair, all you need is a T25 Torx bit, something to turn the T25 Torx bit, a flathead screwdriver, and a 3D printer or a friend with a 3D printer. Now, if you don't have either of those things, don't worry, we can send you pre-made 3D printed brackets so that you can have a plug-and-play experience with this repair. I'll post a link in the description below for how to buy one of those off of us if that's what you need.
Okay, let's start by looking at the problem you're facing here. So these brackets are meant to run from the glove box door up into the glove box up above, and they hold it in place so that the door can't fall. But you can see on the right hand side of my car here, this has broken off completely, and on the left hand side, the tip part that actually attaches to the sort of upper edge of the glove box has snapped off, and that's allowed the door to just fall completely to the floor. To fix this, you're going to have to 3D print these brackets or buy some off of us. Now, this video is not a 3D printing tutorial, but the STL file that I provided in the description down below can be used with Bamboo Studio, which is what you're seeing here, or whatever your 3D printing suite is of choice. The important thing to note is that the model files for both the left and the right brackets are split into two halves. So you have to print both halves of these and actually glue them together in order to get the full reinforced bracket for either side of the glove box. Again, if you need help with this, we can provide pre-assembled brackets for you so that you can just proceed with the repair as you see it in this video. You can see here how much more robust the 3D printed bracket design is than the original GM plastic one. Now, in order to do this repair, it's super simple. The first thing you got to do is loosen the glove box so you can kind of pull it out partway from the car itself. There are just these 5 Torx bits that you have to loosen. You're going to want to reach your hand in and sort of support the glove box, because once you pull it free, it's going to want to fall out of the car. But remember, there's wiring that runs to this glove box light, and there's also an air conditioner line for the glove box cooling, which is a super cool feature that these Saabs have. But you don't want a sudden tension on those wires or those hose. You might break them. The last thing you're going to need to do to be able to pull that glove box out is to pry this plastic side shield outward, and that way you could just lift it right out. Now, that allows you to release the brackets from the glove box side of the equation, but in order to get them off the glove box door, what you have to do is release that sort of soft padded front to the glove box door. And to do that, you just have to remove these remaining Torx bits that stick through these holes here, and that door cover will just fall right off, and that will allow you to pull the glove box brackets out from these 2 slits on each side of the door here. They're just held in place by that front padded plate. Now, the exception to this is that on the right-hand side, the bracket is not only attached to the glove box itself, but once it's stuck up through the glove box into the cavity there's this soft, open kind of plastic piston unit that clips onto it. There's a little hole on the bracket, and you need to carefully prise the 2 sides of this pincher open to pull the bracket out. I will say it strikes me that given all these plastics are getting brittle over time and they are starting to break, if you pry too hard to release the bracket from this soft open piston, you could probably break the piston itself. Now, to install the new brackets is a super simple process. It's just going in reverse. You slide them up through the slits in the glove box door so that they point up into the glove box cavity, and they kind of hook around to attach on the glove box itself. The right-hand side, the exception to that is, remember, not only does it need to stick up through the glove box opening, but it needs to attach to that soft open piston. Again, just some gentle prising with a flathead allows you to clip it through this hole, and you're good to go. Now, these brackets on the outside of the glove box door just kind of sit there. They're loose. They're held in place by that front soft plate. So if you simply screw that front plate back onto the glove box door, these are going to be held firmly in place. The one note I will add here is when the glove box brackets are in place, you can see how they stick up and kind of hang on to the glove box on the upper side. Once that's in place, there's not enough room actually to fit like a full screwdriver for the Torx that are sort of towards the back of the glove box door. What I wound up doing was pulling the socket part of the Torx screwdriver out and hand tightening these Torx. And that's it. It's a super easy job. Fully functioning glove box. It's held up great over the years. Thanks for watching.